It takes you to experience grief, understand that everybody grieves differently. Like, do not hide things from your family. Do not hide things from your family. Wake up one day and everything you have is gone. Somebody you love is dead. The money you used to have, you don't have it anymore. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Chiamaka. 2024 is gone. Ah, thank God. 2024 had me on a chokehold, and thank God it's gone. Well, this is me. Today's video, I'm going to be doing my night routine while talking about the lessons I learned in 2024. Sit down. Experience is not the best teacher. No, experience is actually the best teacher, but you can learn from other people's experience. So this is me talking about my life lessons from 2024 while I do my night routine. You might want to sit down and listen to this. You teach me too. Even will teach me. You comment. You tell me your own life lessons. We will learn from each other's experience because nobody wants to go through. I mean, what I went through, I don't even reach my enemy. Let me start my night routine. Yeah. First off, I'm going to be starting with this Dr. Rachel micellar cleansing water to take off dirt from my face. This help with to take off remaining makeup, dirt on my face. Usually, I would use this before. I would use this after I've washed my face, but ever since I noticed that it gives this sticky feel if you do not wash your face, I stopped using it before, as in after washing my face. I started using it before washing my face. Nothing is guaranteed. My number one life lesson from 2024 is nothing is guaranteed. Like you can just wake up in the morning or wake up one day and everything you have is gone. Somebody you love is dead. The money you used to have, you don't have it anymore. Just life, just the way life is. And honestly, while I've always known this thing, like it was a practical experiment for me. You can just all you have to do is plan. I mean, of course, we have a certain level of control over our destiny, but trust me, no matter how hard you try, if you're not meant to be doing that thing that you're doing, if you're not meant to be that thing that you're supposed to be, if it's not your time yet for you to like get to that place that you want to get to, you won't get there. You won't be there. You won't, no matter how hard you try. And even if you get there, there might come a time where it's gonna be taken away from you. Nothing is guaranteed. The poor can become rich tomorrow. The rich can become poor tomorrow. It's just life. Like life, things happen. There are things that are way beyond our control in life that can happen, and you're like, oh my god. No matter how much you try to control it, oh, you don't want it to get to this level, or you don't want to do this. You don't want. It's still going to happen. That's just life. It's still going to happen. So that I had experiences that taught me that in 2024. And I was like, yo, guys, nothing is guaranteed in this life. Oh, nothing is guaranteed. God is still God. That's why God is God. You can say, you, it's time for you to go. And you just go. And there's nothing you can do about it. Time for you to lose this. It's time for you to experience this in your life. No matter how much you feel like, oh, you have everything on track, you have everything in control. Life will just take away the control from your hands, and there is nothing you can do about it. Yeah, nothing is guaranteed. That's my number one life lesson from 2024. My number two life lesson, I usually cleanse my face very well. They say don't drag, don't do this thing. Oh no, it's not for me. Oh. I cleanse my face. I try to like cleanse my face very well because I walk in the street of Lagos and there is dust, there is soot, there is this thing everywhere. You just have to cleanse your face very well. So everybody grieves differently. That's my number two life lessons. Oh, she's out in the club dancing and her dad just died. Leave her alone. Oh, why is he in the room all day? I mean, it's not the end of the life. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on. leave him alone. Everybody grieves differently. When you lose a loved one, when you lose somebody you care about, everybody grieves differently. Like when my dad died, although I shut down in some aspect of my life, when my YouTube channel practically just shut down, but I was always in comment sections. I was always in posts, laughing, reading. That was my coping mechanism. Everybody grieves differently. I was posting things on my status. Like I don't think the only time I posted that my dad died was like only once or twice on my status. Even my friends, they're like, "Ah, I don't know that your dad died. Why did you not post about it?" Everybody grieves differently. Everybody grieves differently. I'm going to go in with this again on my face. I don't know. So some people, if they feel it's too much, one cleanse is enough. Not for me. I like cleansing my face thoroughly. Then after that, I'll go in with this Zaron Acne Control Glow face wash. This face wash is just it. Even if you don't use other products, if like on your face, if you're using only this face wash, like I'm not going to guarantee like it's going to be the result when you have other things like serum, toner, and blah 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 blah. No, but when you're using this face wash, you're going to see the difference on your face than when you are using a normal face wash. Like the face wash is a lot of things, a lot of things, guys. So everybody grieves differently. I see a lot of, and honestly, it takes you to experience grief, understand that everybody grieves differently. Like how you thought you would have grieved the death of a loved one is not how you're going to react when it eventually happens. You might think, oh, I'm not going to eat for 10 days. And then when the person, and when you lose a loved one, when you experience it, you're going to find out that because everybody's going to experience it at one point in time in their life. It's inevitable. Nobody's going to live forever. Is it that you experience death of people or people experience death of you? Anyways, we're all gonna die. That's the end result of this life. So if you think, oh, you're going to roll in the sand, oh, of course, I did not think I was going to cry as much as I cried the first day I heard about my dad's demise. But after that, I cried only at night. In daytime, you see me laughing. I would comment on YouTube channels, on TikTok videos, and laugh and laugh and laugh and be like, "Oh, this girl, you're so stupid!" Like I was always looking at funny content. That's why you want to see me, and I will repost them on my status. And a lot of people will be, and some people will be like, "Amaka, don't." Like close friends, like I already think you're pushing too much about this thing. Are you not giving your dad? I'm like, babe, you don't understand. Because you really won't understand. Nobody understands the death of a loved one of another person until you experience it. Yeah, it's time to wash my face. Zaron did one thing with this one, yo. You guys, like, I'm not. This is not a PR. Like, this is just me giving the testimony of what I. The Zaron. Let me just go and wash my face and come back. My next point is that okay, I finished washing my face and I'm going to allow it dry. I don't use towel, my body towel on my face. I don't even use any towel at all. When I wash my face, I just leave it. Let it dry. I don't like putting any other thing on my face. Okay, so I'm going to wait for it to dry. While I talk about the next point, which is number 3 point, you need people in your life. Nobody is an island. They didn't make that quote just because, oh, we just love making quotes and we don't want to. I don't know. I don't know what you guys were thinking when somebody made the quote. Nobody is an island. You do not, you should not isolate yourself from people. This year, 2025, try to have a community of friends. Ah, if not because of my friends and family, of course, but family have their own rules. But my friends, the way they came through for me this 2024, I'm so grateful for the kind of friends God gave me. Not that oh I don't know how to make friends. Oh friends used to backstab me. I've only had bad experiences with friends. Let me ask you a question. If you were trying to date and I know in fact not trying to, I know you suffered a lot of heartbreak from dating people. You date, they break your heart, date, you break your heart, date. Some of you have dated like 17 times. So I'm exaggerating. But you guys have dated a lot of times and you keep trying. That is how you keep trying with friends. If you have a friend and this friend did something bad to you, treated you wrongly, you do not give up. You don't say, oh, I don't need friends anymore. No, you keep trying to make friends until you find the good ones, the good community of friends. There's a friend for everybody out there. Don't isolate yourself. Life is easier when you do it with your family and then other people, friends. So please, you need friends. I can't even count the number of ways that my friends came through for me this 2024. You need friends. Yes, thank you. So my face is dry now, so I'm going to go in with this toner. This is Dr. Rachel. I know Dr. Rachel acid. I don't know how to pronounce that. I always struggle with the pronunciation. So I'm going to go in with the toner. I'm going to use the toner on my face. Guys, I really can't say if this toner works or something. Because I'm not consistent with it. Sometimes I skip it. Sometimes I just use my honestly for the longest time, the only thing I do is use my micellar cleansing water, face wash, and that's just it for me. Um, the other skincare products I use them, but sparsely. But I know they work. You understand? But this one I can't really say if it works because I didn't really monitor the difference. I was using simple face toner before I started using this one, and the bottle is almost done. I don't know. I think it works. I think it does the job. I'm going to use it to cleanse my face. After this, I'm going back to my Zaron face toner. Like I'm going back to a lot of Zaron products because I saw my old pictures when I was using them, and well, my skin was banging. My skin was like another banger. So I'm beginning to talk too much. Let me go into the next point immediately. The next life lesson I learned from 2024 is that your family is gold. You need your family. If you don't have a family that supports you, you don't know what you're missing in life. And if you don't have a family that supports you, go and outside and create another family. Like try to endeavor to go and get another family that will support you. Your family is good. Your family, they mean the best for you. Most of the time, of course, I know some people have bad families who are evil. They don't mean the best. They're not good. Fine, I know that. But averagely, if you know your family, like you come from a very good family is good and means well for you. 70%, 70% of the time is a stretch. A lot of times they won't really want to like they won't do the best for you, and most times them not doing the best for you doesn't come from a place of hatred. It comes from a place of love, but it's left for you to like differentiate. I know you people love me, you people are trying to do right by me, like you people mean well, but I'm not going to do this, of course. But then family is gold. You need a supportive family. If you don't have one, go and get one. Another thing I'd like to say again is do not hide things from your family. Do not hide things from your family. I mean, you can't tell them everything, but there are some things that you should. There are some things that you should. I'm trying to lock my screen. Locked. There are some things that you should not hide from your family. So they were going to be the ones to like advise you and tell you that, babe, this thing that you want to do, don't do it. Guy, this thing I want to do, don't do it. Then it's left for you to say, are they being biased? Like, is it because I'm their son, daughter, brother, sister, whatever? So, but basically, yeah, family is good. You need your family in life to get by life. A good family, guys. Give people a break. That's my next life lesson from 2024. Give people a break. Don't go, oh, I went through this, you didn't call me. I was going through this, you didn't call me. My father died, you didn't call me. Of course, you should call somebody when their father died, no matter what you're going through. But then, you get the point. Like some people are going through it, and they cannot even tell the world. Some people are going through it. You're just going to see somebody, and the person is smiling, and the person is so self-absorbed, but the person is like going through the worst experience in life, and they can't even say it. And then you just call and say, "You forgot my birthday." You didn't. Be kind, even if you're going to see something like that. Just don't be harsh. Be like, I don't know what happened. Maybe just keep your mind. I feel like it's my birthday and the thing hurts. And you yourself that are going through something, you still have to be kind because you didn't tell anybody what you're going through. But then give people a break. A lot of people are going through stuff. The next product I'm going to be using is Zaron. This Zaron vitamin C. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me try to like Zaron vitamin C serum. It comes with vitamin E, ferulic acid. So this vitamin C serum, immediately use your face. The way your face feels gone, you're going to know that it's doing wonders. And immediately I started using, I'm not even consistent enough. It's advised to use it for 3 weeks every other day, but that every other day I didn't even keep to it. Then start using daily. I only use it at night. I don't use it during the day because I don't have a good sunscreen yet. The sunscreen I use is what's the name of this sunscreen? Dr. Rachel, and we all know that it is not screening nothing. It's not screening no sun. So to be on the safe side, I only use it at night when I'm back from work, and then by morning, I mean, I still use the Dr. Rachel shower, but at least it's not like sun is hitting the product directly. So always apply your face product on your neck. I always do it. I don't know why, but so you see, Chiamaka that advised you. I don't know why, but I always do it. So yeah, I'm going to wait for that to like sink in a little before I continue to the next point. Actually, write it down because it's very important. Next point is the extended family of your significant other will have a lot of influence on your relationship, your marriage. I'm allowing the serum to sink in, to seep into my skin, like to be absorbed by my skin. Will have a lot of influence on your relationship, your marriage, your whatever. So please, before you get into anything with somebody, anything serious, vet the mom, vet the dad, vet the brother, vet sister, vet uncle, vet. Check out the family line. What ideas, like what do these people think about family? How do they take family and marriage in where they come from? Especially when you come from a sinner family background, you're not coming from a dysfunctional home. When you come from a family background that is sane, vet, vet, ask questions, be observant, because it is when things start happening, you find out that oh my god, oh Chimo, it's like I've made a mistake. Vet, check out how do they act towards marriage in this family? How do they act towards family? They take it like something serious, or they just like I beg. Especially when you come from a family that has that value, like compare the value system of where you come from for marriage and family to the value system of the the person you want to marry. And I'm talking about to both men and women. Compare, check, vet, compare and contrast. Oh, how did they say it? Anyhow, vet them because they will have an influence. So, because when things happen and you are talking to the person, running to the person's family to say, "Oh, this is what happened," and you don't look like actually like this one is mad. That's how we behave here, and that's not how you behave where you're coming from. It's weird where you're coming from. Vet, yeah, that is the next life. That's another life lesson I got from 2024. Lastly, I'm going to go in with this beauty formula brightening vitamin C daily moisturizer. This moisturizer is a scam. I keep saying it, but I'm going to use it finish because my money will not waste. Yeah, we need to use it finish. They say it's a light moisturizer, but it's not light moisturizing nothing. Like it's a heavy moisturizer. My skin gets so oily whenever I use it. I'm still going to go back to my simple. Like 2025 4 was so crazy that I was now cutting down. I was using skincare. Like I was going, how do I want to put it? I was trying to cut my cost on skincare, so I was using more affordable products than the one. I mean, simple is one of the most affordable until Tinubu came into seat and turned everything upside down. Please, APC people don't come for me. Just is the truth. Everything turned upside down. Simple was no longer simple again. Simple was not hard. Like, what's that? He came to save our soul, and now you're after our soul. Anyways, the last life lesson from 2024 is that family patterns are real. Do not ignore family patterns. I learned the hard way. Family patterns are real. Oh, this usually happens in my family. Oh, this always happens in my family. Oh, um, people don't get married in my family. People die at a particular age in my family. And you are there, you are smiling. You're not making conscious moves to like break. It's like a chain reaction. It keeps going and going and going and going until somebody actually breaks it. If you suffer what your fathers suffer, your children are going to suffer what you suffer. And your children's children are going to suffer what your children suffer if they don't try to break it and be like, no, we're going to break this thing. This is no longer. I'm going to take use RMG as an example. RMG celebrated his 60th birthday like crazy. Like he said, it's was it the males or something? I can't remember. But some group of people don't cross 60 in his family where he came from. So he had to make confirmation if it's prayer, fasting, spiritual, whatever, deliverance. I don't know why this thing is glitching. My camera is glitching. Let me cut it and start recording again. So if it is prayer, go to the mountains, intentional cycle, whatever you need to do to break that pattern, to break that generational, I'll call it a generational curse. To break that generational curse, right there, please do it. Don't say, oh, mine is going to be different. Says who? What is the assurance that yours is going to be different? You just find yourself that from here, you're already at that point that your mom or your dad was. Don't play with family patterns. Especially when you come from an African home, don't play with family patterns. Do not joke with family patterns. They are real. They will repeat in your life, in the life of your children, the life of your children's children. If nobody breaks it, it will keep going and going and going. And when you do your family research, you will see a pattern, whether good or bad. You will see a pattern. Now the bad ones is the ones that you want to be like, no, 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 no. This is not going to happen in my life. I'm going to look for a way to break it. So yeah, I took this back when I was washing my face and I forgot to bring it back. So that's basically all the step. I should use my lip balm off camera. I can't find it anywhere around here, so I'm going to use it off camera. Now I'm going to also leave you guys with so many points of like a bonus point or bonus lesson I learned for 2024. Move on. Yeah, move on. No matter what happens in life, you lost somebody, you lost a relationship, you got divorced, your family member died, or you lost a job, you did whatever. No matter what happens in life, look for a way to move on. Move on. Life moves on. That's not the end of life. Don't dwell in that situation. I know it's hard. It's hard not to dwell in a bad situation, but please don't allow it consume you. Move on. No matter what you do, move on. Grieve, but move on. Grieve, but move on. Move on. Start planning your life. Start doing things for yourself. Life goes on. If you don't go on, we're all going to leave you behind. If you don't move on, we're all going to leave you behind. Yes, and you're going to dwell in it and dwell in that bitterness, and it's going to consume you and ruin your life. Move on. Move on from whatever bad situation that comes your way. Try to move on. Yeah. And then the last bonus life lesson I'll leave you with is don't lose your sparkle. Don't lose your sparkle. Don't lose your inner child. Don't lose your sparkle. I learned that in 2024. That's another life lesson I learned in 2024. I cannot never like emphasize on this more. Like, don't lose your sparkle, don't lose your inner child, don't be a shadow of yourself because of things you went through in life and people are going to be looking at you. People would know the energy, your aura will change if you are rearing your problems. People are going to know, people are going to observe it, people are going to like, people will run away from your energy. People are going to be like, ah, what's wrong with this one? Why is one behaving like this? Don't allow it to continue. Don't lose your sparkle, don't lose your inner child. That's one thing I can I can carry hand for myself for. Anything will happen, make it like anything, let it be anything. I'm going to move on. I'm going to still be remain the way I am. I'm still going to be try to be a child. I'm not going to lose my sparkle. But I did lose my sparkle sometime in 2024. I did lose my sparkle and I had to call myself back into order like, babe, this is not you. This is not the kind of person that you have. Why are you allowing this thing to consume you? So don't lose your sparkle. Those are my life lessons for 2024, and I hope you enjoyed my video. This is what my face looks like after the whole skin, whatever skincare. This is what my face looks like. I'm going to see in my next video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've been begging you for this thing since 2 years now. Is it that you people don't want me to grow? Yes, it's free. Like my video, share my video, do anything to support me. I'm going to see you in my next video with I'm going to see my next video basically. Yeah. So bye.